Well, go on YouTube. Today we're going to be having a reaction video. We're going to be doing the Pride Rules Knockout in the Pride FC. So that's going to be the MMA organization before the UFC really came to prominence. It's going to be by a channel called Mackenzie Roberts. I'm pretty big into MMA myself, primarily UFC, but I've never actually seen a lot of the Pride fights, even though I know a lot of the guys like Wanderlei Silva and stuff like that. But because I'm more so a newer fan within like the last 5 to 7 years. I haven't really a lot of the precursors, even though I know of them, I've only watched back so far. So a lot of these knockouts will be pretty good. Like I'm really looking forward to it. If you guys aren't familiar with MMA, especially since this is going to be a knockout reaction, some of these are probably going to be a little brutal. They even got the warning sign up here for you guys, so just be a little bit careful if you know that you are squeamish, okay? So let's get into it. Also, I did want to drop a video earlier today, but I had a lot of difficulties from editing issues to copyright stuff. So hopefully when that gets cleared out, that'll drop eventually as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Good shot. Holmes should throw a knee here to the top of Allen's head. There we go. There it is. He's not going to take too many. Oh, knocked out. Is he knocked out? He's out. He's knocked out. He's out. He's out.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I have a background in medicine. So I've been an EMT, I've been on site, I've been in clinics. So like to watch a knees like that, they may not look like much from just those little short steps. They might not look that painful, but when you understand the amount of force that actually generates, like the pain, like imagine a really bad migraine just concentrated in like the tip of your head when you're already tired and exhausted. It's like, uh, look how simple. So,
There it is.
see, like they just look short and simple, but you see how the whole body just goes limp. Just shuts his whole thing down.
Is he knocked out? He's out.
And he's already out. Somebody just.
He's out. He's out. Oh my God.
Oh. Oh. This is quite the compromising position. It's like you never really realize the head placement until afterwards, and it really from a different angle, like he's really giving it to him in more ways than one. At least you can tell he's happy. Damn, is this just a knee compilation? You know, it's like, well, I know they say kicks, knees, and stomps in the title, but it's like, damn. It's also interesting because with the current rule set for the UFC, it's actually illegal to do grounded strikes, as things like knees against a grounded opponent. So all of these in the current UFC would all be considered illegal strikes. So especially back in that days, that's always said in a reign to be a more brutal era. Like it's real interesting to see just how much more destructive and like kind of intentionally violent this sport is. Like even though it's a sport that is inherently violent by nature, but even the energy, like if you compare it, and then enough for the average opponent, that there's definitely a lot more brutality involved back then.
It's over. He's having one. Wow.
Rampage.
But he's doing a phenomenal
Foot stomps are also illegal in the current UFC. Like you couldn't just step on somebody's head like that. You could do that back in Pride. So that's what you just saw just now. Especially like this guy's name is Rampage. Like he was notorious for that. That even I know about that.
because that can get in the leg lock there, so he has to watch out there. But he's doing a phenomenal job.
Jeez. Damn. And the soccer kick. Jeez. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. And the thing about, and as I was saying about the brutality earlier, like you can feel, like you can feel it. But when you look at it and you see how, and you watch these videos and you see that and you can see the exhaustion in this, like you see he's already tired and getting kicked, getting kneed. Then he should need him, and then you look right here, like when he holds on to, like you saw for a moment, like he smiled at him, like a devil smirk. You know, like imagine that right here. Like you can see it, like somebody's literally holding on to you and beating you up and bashing you in. Probably have all your friends and family, and even your children watching you. And after you're already done and you're barely struggling, holding on just to stay at, and he holds you by your neck like a little girl, like a dog, and smiles in your face, and then continues kneeing and kicking that stick, elbowing you. Yeah, you literally just drop. Cause the only thing that was even holding you up besides willpower was literally him holding you up just so he can elbow you. That you can feel the brutality. Damn. Wow. Jeez. Listen, the person we just watched got knocked out like 3 times in a row. Same guy who did the knockout Rampage. He was also known to be a brutal finisher. But I'm like, God damn, like why are they showing him get knocked out constantly? Like he's one of the ones who had transitioned to the more modern era as well. So a lot of people who like me who haven't watched that much, everyone does know of him. And you just watch him, they start off with one knockout of him doing somebody and stopping, and you just see like 3 back to back to back. Just back to back to back of just him getting beat up and knocked out. He's like, you wonder what's going on. Like, did the person who made this video have a little personal vendetta? Like, all right, we gave him his moment. All right, now let's show you this. He's like, oh wow, almost feels personal. But damn. Nah, man. Like you jumping in the air to somersault on me when I'm on the ground already? Like that is crazy. Like look at that shit, bro. Like what is that? That is crazy. Like, you already kicking me. I'm down. I'm barely struggling.
And another stop.
Oh wow! Shit. And then he did it again and kicked him in his face. That is crazy. At that point, it's not even about the sport no. Like now we're not even fighting no more. Now I gotta find you afterwards. You feel me? Now we gotta put you on the hit list. Cause that's just personal. That's just wrong. You feel me? Got me out here dragging out my earphones and shit. Like that's just wrong.
Another stop. And now just trading in those left and right. Another soccer kick. This is Brazil. Another stop. Another soccer kick. How many goals the referee going to allow? We're going to shut you guys. Finally down there. There we go. Mauricio.
I don't know if anybody's ever played like any Dragon Ball Z game whatsoever, arcade, whatsoever. But this background music is really reminding me of like a Tenkaichi or like any Dragon Ball Z tournament game. Whenever you get to do, like it's appropriate. It's definitely on brand. But just like wow. No, that was completely unnecessary. Like the fight was already over at this moment. Like it was fully over at this moment. He's literally on the ground, passed out. Don't get me wrong, the ref, absolutely. For those of you not familiar with MMA, the fight's basically not over until the ref says it's over. Even if you knock them dead unconscious, until the ref gets there and says it's official, it's still like technically not officially over. Because there's been plenty of times where somebody got knocked out and then they managed to either they recover fast or they wake up fast before the ref can actually get to them and they keep fighting and they end up winning the match. Like that happens a lot of times. But nah, in this moment, this was genuinely just unnecessary. Like, yeah, what the fuck was the ref waiting on? Like, look at this shit. Like the ref, this isn't like the ref is running across the cage either. He's right there. Kicks him in the face. It's over. Okay, and you see, and the ref was just there. Like he literally waited for him to stomp in his face. That was completely unnecessary, both by the fighter and the ref. Like that was just shitty sportsmanship and shitty ring IQ. As a ref, you should get fined for that. Yeah. But you see what I mean? Once again, this is a perfect example of this is completely unnecessary. Not as much as the one previously, but this is completely unnecessary. But this is another example of if the ref doesn't stop the fight isn't going to stop. So while on one hand, you definitely got to blame the fighters to be like, don't win. Because there have been times where fighters basically demanded that the ref actually intervene when the other fighter wasn't capable of responding anymore. But in a case like this, the fighter gave plenty, and there's plenty of space in between, and the ref is just there waiting. Like he's waiting for him to kill him, basically. Like he's just waiting. He could have immediately ended this fight. Like there's no reason why this should have gone on for this long, and it's still not stopped as yet. You see what I mean? Like the fighter literally had to fully fall on his back. He stopped fighting back a while ago. Like he was incapacitated a while ago. Like this is where he was first over. He literally missed the initial kick fighter still hasn't moved at all from the spot. The ref is just there waiting for, I'm guessing, Jesus. Like, he must have been waiting on God, because he's waiting. Fight's over, he's not responding. The other fighter is in the exact same position. Literally, the only time he moved from that position without even trying to do anything was when he got kicked back down. This was a completely unnecessary. This should have been stopped. In the modern day UFC, like, people would have had huge complaints about that. People would have had huge complaints about the delay in the stoppage and what they're waiting on and fines. People would have a lot of complaints. Not saying those complaints would have meant anything. But still. And this guy who we keep seeing knock people out all the time, like, he's a guy named Wanderlei Silva. Like, during the Pride time, during this time period, he's one of the people who are like the guy. Anyway, if you aren't familiar with sports or anything, back then he was kind of considered like the Muhammad Ali of Pride back then. Like, he was knocking out everybody, getting everything done. He was kind of like that. He was more like the Mike Tyson back then, to be accurate. He was knocking everybody out, getting everything done, really aggressive. So, damn. See, and that's still him again. Just trying to kick his head off. The way how he's trying to hold him down is like American football. Literally watching them, he's trying to hold his head steady when you're doing a kick return or a punt. He's legit trying to hold his head steady just so he can kick it off. No, he's just giving him the shoot.
Oh, look at that. A double shuto.
You go, stop the fight.
Good call. I'm glad. I probably would have called it.
Fuck. He ran full speed into that one. He tried to dive at his legs and he just timed the knee perfectly. Laid him up. Then he just got knees to his head after that. Yeah, the excitement. Jesus. Nah, cause sometimes you got to give a lot of grace to the fighters because adrenaline and in the moment, and you're in a different type of mentality in that moment. But the ref is literally there to protect both of the fighters. So if you're in a fight and you're aggressively kicking somebody's head off, the fight is over and they're trying to stop you, and you chuck the ref off, like, you got to calm the fuck down. Like, yeah, we get you in a fight, yeah, adrenaline, but you got to calm the fuck down. Like, look at this shit. You see, like, kicking the fuck out of him, and then he's chucking the ref off to try to kick him again. If he had landed that kick that he was planning to at the very end before he got his fucking mind back together, like that would have been big issues. Like you can't just straight up be like, nah, I want to keep beating his head, and after the fight's already over, like this ain't that shit. Yeah, well, it might be called a gladiator sport, but you ain't actually in a coliseum. Like, calm the fuck down. Did you hear that sound? Oh my god, bro. He definitely fractured at least an orbital with that type of kick. Listen to that shit. Oh my god. One more time. Let me even turn it up for y'all, just in case y'all didn't hear it. Oh my god, bro. That cracking. That's straight shin to face. Fuck. Yeah, that's a one-way trip to some plastic surgery, I'll tell you that. Big knee. Oh. Bro, what the fuck? Bro hit him with a jumping drop knee. Oh my fuck. Bounced his shit off the canvas like a tennis ball. Oh my god, he did it again. Stop. Nah, you gotta stop. Like that's some evil. That's actually some evil shit. Like you gotta stop him. That after the second time in that position, call the fight right then and there, bro. Oh my fuck. Nah, bro. Look, I'm happy as fuck that the current UFC doesn't have these type of refs, cause that is crazy. He was arguably done after the first one. You watched two more. His whole head bouncing off the canvas. And now you waiting for him to do more? Fucking hell, bro. Oh my god. And you still need him to drop a forearm on him too? Yeah, you needed him to drop a forearm as well? Just to seal the deal? Nah, bro. I think another thing about it, why it feels so brutal as well, besides just the energy and the vibe and all of that, it's that this was back from an era where people were a lot less skilled as well, because both the sport and martial arts hadn't developed to what they are now. So like, a lot of them felt a lot less like nowadays. Even when things are brutal, it's still like technical and beautiful if you can appreciate the sports and stuff like that. Back then, it was like just aggression, muscle, and grit. So you literally you're watching some of these like full body swings and shitty technique punches and just straight just brutal stomps to the face and the swing crazy kicks, and I'm kicking so hard that I completely missed you and I almost threw myself to the ground. Like people are literally, it feels like I'm purely trying to hurt you. I'm not just trying to win, I'm trying to hurt you. And all that shit definitely contributes to it. So crazy. Hey, yo, stop the fight, bro. Like, stop the fight. Ugh. You don't need them to be dead before you stop the fight. Like, fucking hell. Like, you don't need them stiff on the ground with traumatic brain injury to stop the fight. Like, stop the fucking fight.
This does not look like it's going to go long in this face. And now he's doing the hammer fist down. Jake Daddy in big trouble. It looks like he is out. It looks like he is out. There it is. There it is. I told you this is not going the distance. Submission.
Wow. Wow. Well, that was definitely an experience. Yeah, at the very least. Well, there we do have it though, guys. That'll complete this reaction video in regards to Pride Rules, the knockouts in Pride FC from back then. To let you guys know, I'm still really getting new to this YouTube stuff. Like, I'm still adjusting a lot of ways, really getting comfortable in a lot of different things, still trying other stuff out. So please let me know all critiques, any things, comments, concerns, advice. Like, I'm open to all things. Drop a comment for me, please. Also, would appreciate a like and a subscribe. Really grateful for you guys' time. Hope everyone has a great night. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. Peace.